Hey Sagittarius, I know this is super late. Just a brief explo, but I had lymphatic drainage massage done yesterday, and I was just not aware of how exhausted that makes you for the next 24 to 48 hours. I've literally been asleep all day. And I'm hoping that's a good thing. But yes, I have taken some alternative measures to my sinus issues. So, Sagittarius, but as always, we have to be here for Spiritual Saturday. I'm so grateful you're here and for your ongoing support, especially now that it's summer and I know that people would, probably rather be out doing stuff, right? Um, and this is like the hottest day we've had here so far. So, no, you are not getting me out of this air conditioning. It's like 100 degrees outside. So, let's get into it, Sag, because this is the message from your spirit guides. This is a message that they want you to know. This may or may not be for you. I think that you will know. Definitely. I kind of feel like it's really interesting because epiphany is here and risk. And this is the joy side guides, and there's, this kind of aha moment for you coming from your higher self. I do think that a lot of this has to do with work or the way other people, the way that they expect things from you, and the way that you often will do what other people want, based on you being a steady person doing the right thing. So, I mean, it's here with the Five of Pentacles, right? And the World. And I just kind of feel like a lot of times the Five of Pentacles is, when we feel left out in the cold. But I kind of feel like this is coming from a place for you of like not doing what you want to do, to be honest. And you may feel very kind of like isolated from other people. It really feels like you feel that other people do what they want, and maybe sometimes they leave you out of that, but you are always expected to do what other people want or what other people expect or the right thing. You're always expected to be the steady one. And with the World being here, this is kind of saying two things. You definitely are moving on from something else, and that can really be, and it could be that other people don't agree with you, because we are seeing that in the energy really in the past couple readings. And so that might make you feel alone and even kind of rejected by the people in your life. Like, it's kind of like that energy of I finally there's something I just want to do for myself, and everyone's against me. But with the World here, you are doing it. And, it can also mean that any financial troubles you have had are going by the wayside. But I actually feel like this is more about, I don't even feel like it's financial problems. I feel like you're always willing to put in the work. That's what I feel. And it's for whatever anybody needs. It's for, I kind of do feel like it's whether you need the money or not, or don't need the money. I don't really even feel like money is the issue. I mean, I just feel like you always do the right thing. You always do what's expected of you. You put off your own desires for that. Most people maybe wouldn't believe that that's Sagittarius, because we're often seen as people who just do what we want when we want, whenever we want to. And I don't really feel like that's true. I feel like a lot of the times we do what other people want us to do. And so risk is here with joy guides, and you're really being guided towards joy, towards, doing things that you want to do. Not just for so long you've been the King of Pentacles, right? With the Ten of Pentacles, probably really making other people's needs and wants important, making sure everyone else is okay, making sure there's enough money, and, because you are showing up here with the Ten of Wands. I feel like there's an opportunity here for you to do something that would bring you joy. Yes, it's a risk, because with the risk, the joy guides and risk, we're being called to take chances on things, that, to do the different thing, and that may be really hard for you. It may be really hard because, especially, the King of Pentacles doesn't do the risky thing. They do the thing that provides security. They do the stable thing. And maybe you've been like that for a really long time, but there could also be this feeling that, you've done that. Everyone's okay. You can now do something you want to do. That's how you feel. That's not how other people feel, I believe. I believe that it might be like you might come up against people who don't agree with you, but it really comes from a place of, this isn't something you usually do, So underneath the deck was the Ten of Wands and the Two of Swords. I mean, that's completion too. You have two completion cards, and what it's really saying is what's coming to an end, and you may feel pretty conflicted about it, is that you've taken care of others. You can do things for yourself. You can do things that bring you pleasure. And it's not selfish or wrong, because you've done this. Everyone's okay, right? Everyone's okay. You've done your part in that situation. So on the bottom is pleasure, divine goddess, which is really the feminine energy, and restriction, joy guides. And if you notice this card, the restriction sits in his head. And the truth is like, I kind of feel like you haven't wanted to let anyone down or to lose anything, especially because partnerships and love is underneath despair and loss. Like, you don't want to lose people so you've kind of, in a way, probably have restricted what you wanted. And, this is a thought in your head, that you will lose people if you do these things. You might for a little while, Sag. Because I don't really see that you're getting an overwhelming amount of support. But I think the reason that you're not is because it's like, when we're going along in life and people are used to us a particular way, and then we do something, or say we're going to do something that is completely off center, you have to kind of give people a minute, and I do think like this may be a little bit of a battle, honestly. I said what I said, right? Because no is here. This is what's being sent to you by your angels, guides, and ancestors. Because the truth is, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Star, it's like you've always helped other people, right? And we're seeing it with the Three of Pentacles, people wanting still to have that support from you. Wanting you, maybe even saying, Sag, can you just do this? Can you help us with this? Can you do this project with us? You do it so good, right? It definitely is about people thinking a lot of your work and how well you do things. But it's time for a change, Sag. It's time. And I feel like there's this opportunity coming in. So you can't take on more of this 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles energy. Continuing to help other people and ignore your own desires and your own dreams. To be honest, there's space for both, but not if this causes such a drain on your time. Right? And on some level, you feel obligated in this department, right? You do and you don't. It's like you feel like you should do what other people want you to do, but you also want to do what you want to do. And there does seem to be this worry that you will lose something if you do it. But what was clarifying the King of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles is that it's time, or it's getting to be time. This is something that you've been moving towards for a while, and that is following your heart. Following what you want to do. And it's long overdue, Sag. It's long overdue. You've done the things you were supposed to do. It's just people get very used to, a thing, and they're used to you helping them with their things, and it's time for you to say no. And that's what the universe is telling you. Look at this Wheel of Fortune and the Star. It's time for your dream, Sag. I can see where this is difficult, and it is going to be difficult because you are doing something for you. Now, this could involve leaving a job, because we kind of see that energy going on here. You could be leaving a job for something you really want to do, and it could really cause, I see whatever you're doing here seems to be causing problems with other people. And I just think it comes from a space of them saying, oh, why are you doing this? That you don't even know anything about this, or this isn't what Sag usually does, right? And it may be hard for you to stay calm during this situation, but they want you to remember the care that was once there, okay? The 8 of Cups is that, because at one time, there is, with the 8 of Cups, we don't have anything left to give a certain thing, right? But it's like, kind of like when you say you have love for something, there is feeling there, and you do have fond memories of whatever this is, whether this is a job, a home, or whatever it is you're walking away from, to do something new that you're really doing for you, for your self-care, for your wellness, and I love this. I love this, Sagittarius. And even if this isn't like, and look, the 10 of Swords is on the bottom with the King of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. It's like you don't want to hurt anyone. You don't want to cause any problems. It just is that you just know, and you're being honest, that you need to take a new road. You need to do something that resonates with your heart. And it does seem as if you're finding something. With the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, it really talks about opening up to something new. And, the Queen of Cups, we do have, we are going into Cancer season. But I feel like that this is good for you, and this is something just for you. And other people, what, Sag, they may not understand why you're doing it, because to them, it seems very out of character. So there may be some things said that aren't great, which may really kind of, I think Spirit wants you to not go off, but to definitely understand, like, have, like, forgiveness and understanding for what's said, and compassion, until they can come to a place of understanding, right? Yeah, sometimes people don't like it when we just all of a sudden do something that they feel is out of character. It kind of like freaks people out a little bit. So let's get some final words from your fairies. Why the heck not? Final words from the fairies. And then I will get some final words also from your spirit guides, and, why they're sending you this message. They're obviously giving you a heads up on something. So what do the fairies want to tell Sagittarius? What do the fairies want to tell Sagittarius? Nature signs. Be receptive to subtle messages from nature. Okay. What do the fairies want to say? So they obviously want you to go outside. The Lotus Fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. So if you see the lotus, you'll know that something new and something very empowering and enlightening is happening for you. And healing. Very nice. Magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Okay. I heard that. And journeys on the bottom, Sag. So, why is Sagittarius? Why is it important for Sagittarius to have this message now? Why is it important for Sagittarius to have this message now? Why is it important? Five of Swords. Knight of Wands. Ooh, a lot of do it anyway energy. Three of Wands. So why is it important for Sag to have this message now? I think you're supposed to have it before this thing where you're being asked to collaborate on something happens. Why is it important for this message right now? Why is this message important? Jeez, one card. Four of Cups. The Devil. Oh, jeez. Why is this message important? Eight of Pentacles. Four of Wands. Because I really think the message is important for you to have. Because it will just bog you down so much, Sagittarius. Because you already have this thing in mind. It wouldn't really be good for you because it wouldn't, you have a portal opening for freedom. And yeah, look at this. Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Star. And so you don't want something that is going to get in the way of that. And it really feels like if you take this thing on that other people want you to take on, it will stop you from doing what you want. It will cause a blockage to what it is that you desire. And then, you know, and I don't even think you'll enjoy it, to be honest, when there's an opportunity opening up for you. So, don't sacrifice yourself, Sagittarius. You know, the Hierophant's on the bottom with the Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's just time for you, and I feel like you are getting these messages, you know, from your higher self. This is time for you to do stuff for you. I mean, it really is. And yeah, I mean, there's also something here about doing it the right way, because the Seven of Swords, like, you know, you need to be honest with whoever these people are and what they're asking of you, that you don't want to, that you do not want to. I mean, it may be ultimately what causes a problem, but you are important too. Yes, Sagittarius. So what is Sagittarius's reminder? What is Sagittarius's reminder? What would be important for Sag to remember? Fill your cup with sacred giggles. You know we do, right? Gosh, don't forget to laugh, Sag. And it looks like you'll kind of need to stop yourself from, you know, getting savage. But don't do that, Sagittarius. So that's what I have for you. I hope it really helps. Toodles.